Have you ever thought about a seed? Good seeds are little things that, if planted at the right time, the right place, and are tended to, become huge blessings down the road. Whatever seeds you're sowing today, seeds for your future, for your family, for your faith, or for actual food, you're at the right place. Welcome to the Sowing Seed Podcast. Now, here's your host who cares about your business, not your busyness, Matt Miller.
Sometimes, in order to be successful in anything in life, you're going to have to massage your schedule. I'll never forget, it was either the first or the second year of mine and Amy's marriage. We've been married 24 plus years now. We had gotten involved in the Amway business and had spent several years there. Anyway, our sponsor, our coach and our mentor, a guy by the name of Brian Moore, was over at our place, and we were doing some brainstorming and some strategizing over the next couple of months. And Brian ended up bringing up the fact that one of our annual conferences was going to be the weekend that our anniversary was. Well, immediately, Amy and I kind of looked at each other, shut our brains off, because it's our anniversary, and we're going to celebrate our anniversary on the day. Now, if I remember right, I think it was actually our first anniversary, so even a bigger deal than most others, but with a little prodding and a little bit of cajoling, I guess, Brian led us and helped us see things from a completely different perspective. He said, you know what, guys, this event is only happening on that weekend. You got one shot to be at it. And so you could schedule your celebration for your anniversary on a different set of days or a different weekend, and that would allow you to do both. You could go to the conference, get the information and knowledge and thought process you need to get around the heat, to get around the people that are putting things together in a big way, and benefit from that event that won't happen again for another year. And of course, a year from now, the content will be completely different. Or you can celebrate your anniversary and not make any progress in your business on that scale. Well, we thought about it, and we decided to celebrate our anniversary on a completely different date. Went completely and totally against everything that we had ever learned or been brought up to think about. But very quickly, we realized the value of making that decision. And ever since that time, several decades ago, we have made similar decisions. You see, conflicts are going to come up. And ultimately, our business surviving and thriving and moving forward and ultimately providing for our family all that we had hoped and dreamed it would was the most important thing of all, not just a date on a calendar. So keep that in mind as you're moving forward in whatever endeavor, whatever business that you're involved in, because you're going to have to make decisions along the way. I'll give you another great example, and it corresponded once again with our anniversary. It was about 10 months or so ago. Somebody from the Dave Ramsey organization reached out to me. I had been to Dave Ramsey's Entree Leadership about 3.5 years before, and they reached out and asked me if I had any interest in attending their summit in Orlando, Florida in May of 2017. Well, I thought about it and I was like, yeah, sure. Let's do this. When is it? Well, guess what? The summit was on our anniversary, our 24th anniversary. I had a decision to make. Was I going to go to the summit and get what I needed to get to be able to move on for my team and for me and my family? Or was I going to make an excuse and not attend the summit because our anniversary just happened to fall on that date. Guys, it's just a date on the calendar. Well, we chose for me to go, and we celebrated our anniversary the following weekend, turned it into a 4-day trip. We had just as much fun as it would have been on our actual anniversary, and we were allowed to do both. We were able to do both. So I encourage you to make the decision now that on occasion you will have to massage your schedule. You may miss that soccer game every now and then, or that softball game. You may even be the coach of the team, and you may have to get somebody come and stand in for you for a game. Guys, your kids are not going to remember that. And ultimately, the success of your business or whatever you're involved in is more important for you and your family's future than one soccer game, one baseball game, or what have you. And in today's day and age, at the absolute worst, you just video it. I know it's not the same, but if you let your child know in advance, they'll get over being disappointed, and they'll be excited to sit down with you in front of the TV or on your phone to watch that video, and will very quickly forget the fact that you weren't there for that event. Guys, successful people do what others won't do so that they can live like those others won't live. And oftentimes you have to go in order to grow, in order to challenge your thought process, in order to get yourself around the right people that can help you move forward. And my wife, Amy, and I, like many others, have just chosen to make that decision in our life and to not let an event or a birthday or an anniversary be a reason why not to succeed, but let the overall good of our family and our business's success be most important, because that will have much longer term implications than the fact that we weren't able to be or weren't able to schedule a party or a celebration on a specific date. Hope this helps, guys.
Thank you for listening to the Sowing Seed Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a 5-star review in iTunes or your podcast player of choice. So until next time, go plant the seed you need to succeed.